darlings, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. And today I have the second part of my stamp series using the ByTheWell4God stamps of this month. If you picked up any of the add-on ByTheWell4God stamps, what I'm doing is basically showing you guys different ways that you guys can use this stamp. I am trying to kind of listen to you guys and what exactly you guys want to see on this channel. So thank you so much, first of all, for commenting and letting me know, asking questions in the comments when I do my videos. First of all, that's a huge help and support to my channel. But second of all, it lets me know what you guys want to see, what is inspiring you guys. You guys always come back with tons of feedback. So thank you so much for that. And so today for my second video, I'm doing this DIY Christmas garland stamp set. This was one of the add-ons for the ByTheWell4God. I have pulled out some pattern paper from the stash, right? From my stash. This is part of the coordinating pattern paper. There is another Christmas tree paper pack as well that you can use. This has more of a vintage vibe. Well, the whole like kit does, but this has more like a distressed vintagey type of neutrals. I have pulled out my VersaFine Magic Black Onyx ink. This, well, not magic. This is the VersaFine Black Onyx ink. It is my favorite ink. It is archival. It is waterproof, and it gets details really well. So this is what I'll be using. And I've also pulled out some mica stains distress sprays. I have pulled out glossy accents, pops of colors, a bunch of things. I have a couple metallic pens that I love to use, silver and gold. I have my white Posca pink pen. And what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to use this to create a beautiful page using paper piecing. So sometimes we think, oh, we can just, stamp this down and color it in or what have you. That is great. But another way that I love using stamps is paper piecing. So I have done this on my channel before, but it's something that's a little tedious, so I don't show it as much when I, sometimes when I do it, because it takes a while to put together. But I am going to basically try and fast forward this a little bit for you guys. So what I did was I took this DIY Christmas garland stamp set, and as you can see, some of these papers are already cut down to like half, and that is because off camera I went ahead and stamped a bunch of pieces in different colors that I knew I wanted to use, and I fussy cut those out. We are going to start here. Of course, you guys can pause the video and stamp all your little pieces out in different paper colors and then join me, and then we can go from there. But we're going to start here, and then we are going to build our page. For the string, of course, you have this beautiful string here that you can use. You can also use something a little bit more 3D, like you can use twine. I have this black and white twine, baker's twine. Another one that would really look really great is the red and white baker's twine. I use that a lot in my December daily. That would look really pretty. So go ahead and stamp these out and meet me here. And I'm gonna put all of this to the side. And then looking at these pieces here, I'm just going to identify, okay, what pieces do I want? What pieces am I going to start with? And I'm not just going to leave these plain. I'm going to jazz these up with a little bit of pops of color, a little bit of glossy accents, so on and so forth. Adding just some pizzazz to this page, making them shine. And then we can go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward and let's dig in. Okay, darling, so like I said, I start off by stamping out all of my stamps onto the pattern paper that is part of the add-on collection. Now I'm going to fussy cut certain parts of these ornaments or pieces so I can add to other pieces. So let me show you. So I had stamped out this ornament in red. So here what I'm doing is I am cutting off just the bow portion of one of the ornaments and adding that onto my green ornament. And then I'm going to take the middle belt section. There's like a little belt that's kind of in part of the decor of that ornament, and then I'll add that to the ornament as well. And then this just adds a little bit more color. I'm adding some gold metallic accents to the topper of the ornament and to the other pieces. And now I'm going to show you how they both look. You see, so it kind of gives a different look to your stamping. Just so this is different than just stamping and coloring. You're kind of paper piecing. And what I really love about this is that when you're doing this, it kind of makes the pieces a little bit more 3D because they have different layers. So it looks really good. So here I'm taking my silver metallic and I'm just adding some accents to my little light bulbs here. I'm filling in the metal part of the light bulbs, the wiring. I'm adding some silver to that in the middle. There is some ribbon at the top of a couple of the light bulbs and I'm adding some red to that. And I'm just adding accents all the way around. I really love these lanterns. I added some silver metallic to the top and bottom. And then I end up adding off camera some green stripes to the lanterns as well. Okay, so now I was like, let me add some glossy accents to the light bulbs. And I love glossy accents, but the truth is I hate to wait. I hate to wait because I have a limited time to craft, right? In between, school drop off, school pickup, and church, and all of these other things. So sometimes I don't have time to sit and wait an hour for it to dry and so on and so forth. But I really love how those light bulbs turned out. So here I'm taking these little, I don't even know what to call them, but they're like little ornaments, right? And I am cutting out the middle section, and then I'm going to take the top and bottom section from that same one, and I'm going to add it to my red one. And then this is going to kind of make them mix and match. I really love how that one turned out as well. And then here I show you the difference. I really love that the green and red paper that I chose, it actually has some gold sparkle and speckles in the background, so it looks really good in person as well, even without the gold accents that I'm adding on with my metallic marker. So here I am going to layer 2 stars. So I'm going to show you in just a minute. I show you the stamp set. I have these stars. And the stamp set has small stars and big stars, right? It has a small star and a big star. And what I do is I take the small star that I stamped out and I layer it with the big star, kind of making them 3D, a little bit more dimensional, adding more color. And I love how those turned out as well. Here I am starting to work with my Posca paint pen. This first one came out a little messy because, it takes a while for the paint to run into your marker, but the next couple of ones look so good. It kind of looks like snow speckles, and I really love how that turned out. It looks really good against the red, and it really makes it pop. So I add that to a couple of my ornaments as well. Okay, so here doing the same, I am cutting out the pieces of my ornaments, and now I'm going to add, because who says a bow has to be red? So I cut out the bow in the middle part, and then I'm going to add the green bow and middle belt part to my red ornament, and now I have a mix and match type of ornament as well in red and green. So as you can see, I'm actually using my matte gel medium to glue all of these pieces together because it just works really well with paper on paper. Using my metallic marker for the topper and the little ornament hanger at the top. So I love that. Okay, that is enough of paper piecing. I am now gonna give this page a little bit more of a vintage touch because the feel of this collection of this devotional is really vintagey. So what I do is I take my tea dye. This has been on my desk a lot, and I go all the way around and I add some tea dye all the way around to the corners of my page. And I'm just using a soft hand. Then I'm gonna use this stencil, which is Glory. It was from one of our kits either this year or last year. This was in my stash, and I'm adding these beautiful stars to the background. I love it. I think it adds a little bit more. I'm gonna underline my verse, which is Matthew chapter 5 verse 14, and then I'm going to work on putting together my page. Okay, so I want to read you the verse that I'm focusing on. Matthew chapter 5 verse 14 says, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. And as I am doing my personal devotional time and I'm, reading about Jesus, one of the things that really stuck out to me is that Jesus literally came to bring light into a dark world. Right? He is what they needed, what we needed. We needed light in the darkness of this world, right? This society. And what I love about this is that Jesus came to bring light, right? He is the light. But now he has shared that light with us. And now we are the light. We are the light that shines in midst of the darkness, in midst of the sadness and the turmoil and the craziness of this world and this society. So I really wanted to do a page that kind of showed that. So when I saw this DIY Christmas garland stamp set and I saw the light bulbs and the ornaments, and it just made me think how we are all a collection of little lights just glowing in our own spaces, in our church, in our schools, in our community, in our workplaces, at the restaurant, at the theme park. We are these lights that God is using to light up the world. And so I wanted to make a page that kind of symbolized that. So here you're seeing me, I'm using a ruler and I'm using the big tile alphas again. I absolutely love these. And my title is going to read, Jesus came to bring light. Now we are that light. And I love how this page came together. And now that I'm doing this voiceover, I realize that it says, are we now that light? Which is even better, right? And it's like a question now. So that's kind of serendipity. So I make that. And then as I'm putting these letters together, what I did was first, I took my ornaments and the bulbs and I put it on the pages just to kind of see the spacing that I had to write out my title with the alpha tiles. And then after I'm done adding all of the alpha tiles and I finish my title, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Fabri-Tac glue, which is my favorite glue for fabric. And I'm going to use that to create kind of lines of glue so I can add my twine. So you see me grab my Fabri-Tac there. And this first line, I kind of make kind of straight. And then after I added the glue, I was like, oh, I should have made it a little bit more curved. So I fixed that on the next one. So now on the next one, you'll see me, I kind of curve my line a little bit more. And then as I'm adding my, my twine there, I am kind of moving it so it looks kind of like it's flowing. I do the same with the top, and I actually move the twine all the way to the top and add my twine there. And then now I'm going to start adding my ornaments and my light bulbs. And I'm kind of figuring out spacing, moving them around. I don't want to cover up the text, but I want to fit as many of these as possible. I absolutely love how these turned out. The glossy accents on the light bulb make them look really like vivid. The beautiful gold and silver metallic pen accents really bring out a pop. And I don't know if it reflects as much here on camera, but in person, it looks so, so good. So you can use anything you have in your stash. You can use pops of colors. You can use mica, distress, stains. You can use anything you have. Maybe you have embossing powder. Maybe you could have embossed instead of stamped in black. And that would have brought a beautiful metallic look to your page as well. So there's so many things in our stash that we can make our stamping look better. We can take it to the next level. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you with the paper piecing and the decorating here. Another thing that I thought of afterwards was you can add sequins to some of these ornaments and kind of make them glow a little bit. And lastly, I'll add this last red ornament. Okay, darling, so that is it. That is a look at how it all turned out. I love the end result, and I hope this inspired you to do some paper piecing with your stamps. As always, I'm going to link everything below, so make sure you check out that description box. Let me know below how you like this, if you attempt it. If you do, please tag me on Instagram or wherever you show it. And if you are new here, I hope you consider subscribing. Hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for joining me each and every video, darlings. God bless. Bye.